Alright, so in this video, you will learn how to deploy an open source session border controller. We'll go over the basics for setup and how the admin interface looks and what your customers will see right out of the box with a very few mouse clicks. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a domain. So let's head over to GoDaddy. And I have a domain picked out already, but what I have done though with this particular domain is I have moved the name servers over to Cloudflare. So that's why you see Desi and Jonah here. Once you update your name servers, then you can go over to Cloudflare and we're going to log in. And now I'm going to create an A record under DNS that matches the host name of the session border controller in the virtual environment that we're going to use. So if you don't know your public IP address, you can go to whatismyip.com, or you can check your router if your router has those that functionality. I'm going to take this IP address. I'm going to say we're going to call it guard. Plug in my public IP address and go add record. Click on add record. So now this shouldn't take very long. If you want to check it, you can open up a terminal window. Now this is I'm on a Mac, so I can just do a dig guard.voipmonks.net, and it should point to my public IP address, and it does, and we're good to go. So now what I can do now is go over to my router and log into my router. And my router has a WAN IP that matches my public IP address because I placed my cable modem into gateway only mode. Because if I didn't do that, my SIP messages get mangled. I think the cable modem is doing something that I have yet to prove. So, but I have proven that this particular setup does work. So now what I'm going to do is go over to NAT and QoS, go to port range forwarding, and I want to make sure that all of the ranges are forwarded to my internal IP address of the virtual environment that I'm going to start up here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. So we're going to double click on this just like we would any other application. Takes a few moments. And I'll show you how to do the installation in another video, but for now I'm just going to show you what it looks like, how easy it is to make some changes, add customers, subscribers, and call between them, what that looks like from a customer standpoint without hardly any modifications. So now I'm going to log in. Oops, I'm going to log in here. I'm going to make sure that the IP address is correct. I remember my password. Okay. Forward at 108. Excellent. Alright, so now what that tells me is I can go here to guard. Oh, there we go. Log in as the admin. That's not me. Okay. That's not me. Alright, so we're going to log in as the administrator. And the first thing that you want to do when you get this set up, or when you're setting this up, is you want to create a domain. So as you can see, guard.voipmonks.net, and if you go over here, it's called guard. The host name is called guard. So go ahead and create that domain. Make sure it matches up with what you have access to. And then you want to go ahead and create a reseller. I'm just going to use the default reseller. and then go ahead and create a contact. I've got a few contacts here. After you create your contacts, let me give you an idea of what this looks like. Alright, so this is what your contact looks like. There's a reseller there, select it. Alright, so it says this company registration number of the contact. The company registration number of the contact. I don't know exactly what it's pointing to. Anyway, we're going to close that. Then after you create your contact, you want to create a customer. Go ahead and create your customer. Details of my customer. I only have one subscriber here. This domain. Default reseller. And after you create your customer, then you can create a subscriber using that customer. And this is what that looks like. Ooh. Alright, master data. Not any groups that I know of. I don't have any voicemails. I do have one registered device that I will register again in just a moment. We don't have any peers set up in this video because we're just setting this up for a network operations center, and we do not want them to have the ability to call out or call out to the PSTN. We just want them to have the ability to call amongst each other. Alright, so now that's about it. I'm going to log out of this, and we're going to log in as a user, and just go to subscriber. Alright, so now I'm going to log in as voip. Log in. And I made 3 calls already. The last one was successful because the user that used this alias logged in and used guard.voipmonks.net, registered up. We made a phone call. It sounded awesome. It was great. But it's only one phone call. I would recommend you use this in production on a home cable modem. So in another video, we're going to show you how to deploy this in DigitalOcean. Alright, this is what it looks like out of the box. I didn't do very much of anything. There will be a video showing you how to create a peer. We're going to use FlowRoute. We might use Telnix, and then we will make some phone calls. Okay, bye for now.